with my utmost gratitude to Sarkar Gohar Shahi and Yunus Al-Gohar for guiding me on the path of enlightenment. Although I have yet to experience perfect enlightenment of the heart, I constantly strive to keep my heart free from jealousy, hate, grudge, selfishness, vengeance, and all such vices. Considering this, could you please clarify the distinctions between associating someone or something as a partner of Allah and treating someone or something as free of Allah in the context of shirk? As understood in Islam, how can individuals avoid inadvertently committing shirk by treating entities apart from Allah? And what guidance can be offered to ensure adherence to Islamic principles? Well, in simple phraseology, the substance of shirk is an understanding of appointing somebody to be a partner with God, or to assume that there is an equivalent of God. There is no equivalent of God. There is nobody like God. Right? Now, well, to my understanding, it is almost impossible for somebody to assume that there is an equivalent of God. But if somebody does come of this belief that there is an equivalent of God, or somebody who may be associated as a partner of God, like he has same qualities. No, we do not say, or we cannot say somebody can be of such a caliber that he is able to share the same qualities as of God. It's not possible. Number one, we do not know what qualities does God have. How can we appoint somebody to be a partner with God? Is there anyone who fully know who God is and what God's caliber is and what His ability or capabilities are? We don't know. So we can't exactly, assume of a person that he may be an equivalent of God. So in factual meaning of the phrase, it is not possible in the real world to have an equivalent of God. However, those who have this thought in their mind in unreal circumstance, they are committing shirk, who may have some kind of assumption, right? However, this is now very tricky and very sensitive for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is people who revere saints and fuqara, right? And sant and sadhu. Now, rigid extremist Muslims within Islamic world declare them to be mushrikeen. They say, oh, he is asking his Sufi master to help him. So he thinks his Sufi master is an equivalent of God. But this is the shit in their own brain. Now, we believe our Sufi master is connected with God. So we literally believe that this Sufi master is an intermediary between us and God. It's a medium. Do you understand? Medium. So this is intermediary between men and God. And we believe if we take our supplications to him and request him to forward them to God, his system is fully operational. We don't know where our prayers are going to be answered or rejected, or even they will reach God. But we believe people like Sant Kabir, Baba Farid, and there was, Saint Paul, John Paul, he was a saint of God. He was a true saint of God. Not this Pope is, but the one Saint, what was his name? John Paul. He was a saint of God. What a lovely chap he was. So even in Sanatan Dharma, they have saints of God like Kabir Das and Baba Guru Nanak, Hari Lal, and what's his name? Narayan Das. There are so many. Sai Baba. No, we don't believe they are God. They are people of God. They are connected with God. We don't believe these saints and prophets and messengers are God. No. We believe they are human beings like you and me, but they are chosen one. God has chosen them, and God has enlightened them, and they are connected with God. Right? So if we take our supplications to them, through them they will reach God in no time. हमारा ये ईमान है कि ये जो औलिया अल्लाह फुकरा होते हैं, इनका अल्लाह से ताल्लुक जुड़ा हुआ है. न जाने हमारी इबादत और हमारी दुआएं हमारे गुनाहों की वजह से, हमारे जाहिल कल्ब की वजह से अल्लाह तक नहीं पहुंच पाती, और जब हम इनके पास जाके दुआओं का कहते हैं तो इनके जरिए हमारी दुआएं अल्लाह तक पहुंच जाती. देने वाला अल्लाह ही है. ये वसीला है अपनी आवाज अल्लाह तक पहुंचाने का. कोई गलत है बात? लेकिन इस्लाम में कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने कहा देखिए ये सारे मुशरिक हैं. सूफी सारे मुशरिक होते हैं. मुशरिक तो नहीं है. कोई सूफी अपने मुर्शिद को अल्लाह नहीं समझता, वसीला समझता है. और वसीले का जिक्र तो कुरान में है. या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनुत्तकुल्लाह वब्तगू इलैहिल वसीला वजाहिदू फी सबील. क्यों भाई? ऐ ईमान वालो. और अच्छा हुआ अल्लाह ताला ने ये आयत नाजिल कर, हालांकि जरूरत नहीं थी इसकी. फिर इसकी जरूरत क्यों पड़ी भाई? लोगों को तो हुजूर के जरिए अल्लाह तक पहुंच रहे थे ना, उनको बताने की जरूरत तो नहीं थी. तो फिर क्यों बताया? इसलिए बताया कि मस्जिद जर्रार बनाने वाले कंजर भी मौजूद थे. उनको ये बताना था. वो कहते थे कि हम अल्लाह से डायरेक्ट मांगेंगे. उन्होंने तो लिटरली मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह को हटा दिया अपने रास्ते से कि हम क्यों जाएं मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह की मस्जिद में. कुरान आ गया है, ये डाकिये की तरह है. माज अल्लाह, अल्लाह का कलाम हमको मिल गया है, अल्लाह की धरती, अल्लाह का निजाम. ये उन्हीं का नारा था. तो उन्होंने कहा कि जी हम वहां जाएंगे मस्जिद नबवी. तो वहां तो खड़े हुए हैं इसाब सफा, वो पागलों की तरह इधर उधर टक्करे मारते रहते हैं. वहां मौला अली खड़े होंगे, जबरदस्ती हमें हुजूर की इज्जत करनी पड़ेगी. और उनके दिल में तो नफरत थी हुजूर के लिए, बुग़्ज़ था। लिहाजा उन्होंने क्या किया, वो मस्जिद ज़रार बना ली। ना होगा बांस, ना बजेगी बांसुरी। मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह को माइनस कर दिया। जब नमाजें मिल गई, कुरान मिल गया, बस अपनी मस्जिद बना के अपने, क्या जरूरत है मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह के आगे झुकने की, उनकी इज्जत करने की, उनकी ताजीम करने की। ये बुग़्ज़ था उनको। वो अल्लाह ताला ने फरमाया गिरा दो, मिसमार करने का हुक्म दिया। बोले ये मस्जिद नहीं है। तो अब जब इस तरह के लोग थे तो फिर बताने की जरूरत पड़ी कि या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनुत्तकुल्लाह, है मोमिनो अल्लाह से डरो, वब्तगू इलैहिल वसीला, और उस तक पहुंचने के लिए वसीला तलाश करो। अब अल्लाह के आगे जमाने भी बहुत सारे थे ना, इसलिए ऐसी बात कह दी जो हर जमाने में कारामद हो, वब्तगू इलैहिल वसीला। अब ये आज के जमाने में तो कारामद है कि भाई वसीला ढूंढो, उस वक्त तो ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं थी ना, हुजूर सामने बैठे हुए थे, है ना, हुजूर सामने ही बैठे हुए थे। So now let me tell you this, um, the most respected Dr. Abdul Razak Sahab. You live in India, where there are at least 3 different religions live together: Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs. Now, somehow or other, it is generally believed among Muslims that Hindus believe in more than one God. Therefore, according to them, Hindus are mushrikeen. But you need to have an understanding of the Hindu religion. Don't believe in everything that you hear on the grapevine. You need to dig deep, and you will find out all Hindus believe in only one God. Now, to be Bhagat of Lakshmi and others, and Ram and Vishnu and Shivji, they are different types of Bhagat, but they are not different gods. They are different images of same God. Right? हिंदू के बारे में ये गलत फहमी है कि वो बहुत सारे खुदाओं को पूजता है। नहीं, एक ही खुदा के मानने वाले हैं वो। अब मुझे बताइए, आदम अलैहिस्सलाम ने कहा था कि कोई ज्यादा खुदा है? एक ही खुदा की तालीम दी थी ना। तो हिंदू आदम सफीउल्लाह के मानने वाले हैं ना। हिंदू जो है आदम सफीउल्लाह के मानने वाले हैं। आदम सफीउल्लाह को ही शंकर और शिव कहते हैं वो। तो आदम सफीउल्लाह ने तो नहीं कहा था कि भाई तुम्हारे बहुत सारे खुदा हैं। उन्होंने तो एक खुदा की तालीम दी थी। Now, as time passes by, different people attune the religion with their own opinions and with their own interpretation and philosophies. So when opinions are attached and attuned with the religion, there comes mischief in the religion. When your preachers are not verified, when they are not endorsed by God or some spiritual, divinely established hierarchy, so such individuals who are unverified preachers, they will give you their own interpretation, which is not verified interpretation. And they will tell you different stories. Now, for a minute, if we turn to Islam, and let's see what is happening in Islam. We have only one book, Quran, right? one Prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one God. Even then, why are we divided into 73 different philosophies, different sects? One sect reads the Quran and he comes out with another explanation. And we're fighting, and we have developed so much hatred against each other that a Wahhabi Deobandi cannot stand a sight of a Shia, and they do not get tired in declaring Sufis and Shias as kafirin. Why? Because those who represent Islam today, these scholars are half-baked scholars, and they're not verified scholars, they are not authenticated scholars. In Islam, a scholar must be verified by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam spiritually through his Sufi master. Who killed Abu Bakr Siddiq? Muslim. Who killed Umar bin Khattab? Muslim. Who killed Usman Ghani? Who killed Maula Ali? Who gave poison to Imam Hassan? And who killed the whole household of Ahlul Bayt in the Karbala? Muslims. What's wrong with Muslims? What's wrong with them? The thing that is wrong with them is the difference of their tongue and their heart. Now we are trying to raise this issue among all Muslims, that there are two aspects of Islam, and all these two aspects must be attuned to each other. If you pick one and leave the other, this is what's going to happen. That happened with Imam Ali Maqam in Karbala. He was killed by these Muslims who were very fluent to read Quran with their tongue, but the Noor of Quran and Noor of Allah did not enter their hearts. And we have the same type of Muslims today. They are Muslims by their tongue only. They do not even know the knowledge of the heart. It's not because it is not mentioned in the Quran. It is mentioned in the Quran. وَمَن يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ يَهْدِ قَلْبَهُ. Whosoever believes in God, God guides his heart. It doesn't guide your nose. It doesn't guide your ears or eyes or head or feet. No. يَهْدِ قَلْبَهُ. He will guide your heart. And even then we don't seek guidance for our hearts. And those who talk about guidance of the heart, they declare them to be kafirin or qadiani. Look, we talk about Sharia Sadr. This is not something new. We didn't make it up ourselves. We take it from Quran. Even the interpretation, which is given by learned Sufi scholars, when we say it, it's rejected. So, the explanation of shirk that I gave you a few minutes ago is known as shirk-e-jali. Shirk-e-jali. There is yet another form of shirk which is even worse than shirk-e-jali. This form of shirk is called shirk-e-khafi. Hidden shirk. Now, what is hidden shirk? Hidden shirk is to do with the intention of the heart. You pray to God. You worship God. But you do not worship God to please God. You worship God so that you may be known as a religious person and people give you respect. That's the only intention you have in your heart. This is known as khafi shirk. And every other Muslim is suffering from this type of shirk. In their day-to-day lingo, they just mention it. Like, oh, let's go and pray. What will people say? In everything. शादी की बात हो, अरे भाई इतना जहेज दो, ऐसा खाना बनाओ वरना लोग क्या कहेंगे, ये काम ना करो वरना लोग क्या कहेंगे, ऐसा ना करो, दुपट्टा ओढ़ के जाओ वरना लोग क्या कहेंगे. अगर लोग कुछ ना कहते तो तुम अपनी बेगमात को जो है बगैर दुपट्टे के भेजने में तैयार हो जाते. गलत आदमी हो. हर काम सिर्फ इसलिए कि लोगों में अच्छी तस्वीर पेश करनी है अपने. You only want to paint a good picture of you among people. If this is your objective in life, what else is shirk? What else is shirk? And who is your God? You are worshipping yourself. You're serving your own desires. You're not worshipping God. क्यों भाई? आगे. सोहेल बेटा थक गए हो क्या? थक तो नहीं? इसको खजूर दे दो एक. खजूर खाने से ये चुस्त हो जाएगा. 2 नहीं देना वरना उछलने लगेगा. शायद मजहर भाई की शादी है इसलिए झोरे लाए हैं जी, है ना? इतनी ताकत नहीं है कि हंसने के लिए मुंह खोला था, बंद कैसे करें? यूं करा.